You want gum gum? I'm not a dum dum. Okay, I'm just gonna have to kind of like just suck it up and get it over with, cause I can't get perfect time of day and my thoughts won't go straight. Urgh. All right. Hello, hello. So, Endwalker's coming soon, and Summoner is going to be changing drastically. I had some thoughts. This video is going to be kind of impromptu, but I'm going to be honest, I've been sort of sitting on the idea and thinking about it, but just never really recording it. So maybe not so impromptu. So, Summoner. The main thing about Summoner is that it's getting a big change. It's getting stuff ripped out, changed out, yada yada yada. One of the big things is like these. So all these buttons do a thing, right? They summon a creature. It's the whole reason I actually started with the class, because I started with the job. Class is Arcanist. So for the most part, like, you got all three, and I'm going to assume that there is probably some sort of actual, like, reason to swap between them all, but I just stick with the third one. Yeah. So yeah, as I said, I started back. I don't even know when it was. Like, I wasn't tracking expansions. But let's put into perspective. The pet still had a health bar, and you still had an Aetherflow button. I think those were both removed at the same time during, Shadowbringers, Star Shadowbringers. Which also, this button right here, Ruin 3, was also dependent upon your dots. Yeah, so I haven't gone through all the iterations, but I know Summoner's the one that probably received some of the most polarizing changes where, dots. More dots, apparently up to 6. But also, like, the pets were the main things of the summons. I don't know all the changes. But yeah, first off, they're getting rid of all of your dots. I'm like fine with that, because the effect, put the book away, is just like, better. But what you're getting is better, because actually, like, summoning. But okay, so when I think about, people who play Summoner and there's kind of like some multiple things I see is like where some people actually really like the dots, while other people either hated the dots. Me, I'm fine with them. I actually didn't have a problem with them, but I'm also fine with them going. It's like that health bar for the pets. I actually like the things you summon or make actually having like a physical, tangible health bar and stats and stuff. But controlling it is a pain, and after playing through the entirety of the game, you realize, you have to manage another whole other unit, and when it dies, you lose DPS and you lose abilities. So I'm perfectly fine with that. I didn't really know like how to sort of structure this, but I'm kind of like thinking, showing, hey, okay, this is like kind of how Summoner plays right now. By the way, I don't like playing Summoner in like high level content stuff. I played all the way through Shadowbringers, and I think even some of the what do you call it, patch content. But I also swapped to like Red Mage for various reasons, because I'm kind of intimidated with how complicated it is. Let's just show. Okay, like, so it's a bit of a garble of everything. So this is not going to be an actual like good way to play it, but it's just kind of how I've gotten used to it. You'll notice that no, this is not like an actually like legitimately good way to play it again, as I'm going to say. Also, apparently you want to get off 8 of these things? Oof. Wow, usually that... Oops. I'm dumb. I let the dots expire. As I said, I'm not doing this because I know the rotation. I'm just sort of like going off of some things I sort of saw, and it's... Give me a second. Oh, shoot, messed up. Ah! The joys of just sort of doing this slip shot, and yeah. That's kind of it, and then, you know, this. Now, first off, there's actually supposed to be, like, also, I think, phases between each summon. Either waiting for it, I don't know if it's supposed to be waiting for it to pop or something. I don't know. You can stop. You can stop. Stop. Okay. So yeah. That's kind of like the gist. It's, again, not fine-tuned. I don't really know. It's been a while since I've actually, like, played Summoner. You know, actually legitimately played it. So, thoughts are that, like, I don't like playing either synced down content either because, it's like, again, it's sort of like mishmash of how the focus goes. Like, all your stuff is like you got poisons, right? Again, I'm fine with poisons being removed. I was also fine with them being in the game. Some people hate it. I'm like, it's fine. I have a friend who legitimately is sad that they're being removed. So, again, it's all over the place. But this is for the better. Sad that Bard doesn't get this instead. But like, so if you go all the way up to like, you know, 50. You have all these, like, the issue is that it focuses so much on pet actions, but it doesn't build up to anything, right? Because you got pets, then you got poison, and you got one thing that focuses on poison, and again, they had Ruin do that, but I'm pretty sure that made it even more of a pain? I think? I don't know. A lot of people didn't like it from what I hear. Energy Drain no longer drains health. It just gives you this, and it actually is going to be doing your big blast move that I didn't point anything out. I think Summon 3 also used to summon something for Arcanist, but then it just never does anymore. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Energy Siphon's trash. Well, both these are trash for DPS. You just use them to generate your sword resource. I hate Outburst because it's just not that. I don't even know if it's, like, it has the 3 things, but it's like, I don't understand, like, what it's supposed to be. But I don't like it, right? Oh, I just realized there's no level 45 move, is there? Unless... Nope. Oh, I hate that. I hate that there's no level... Oh, well, are you getting your Eggies at that time? I think so. Anyways, so all that is just pet actions. You know, you got your big signature move for each pet. But each pet is also tied to each other's cooldowns, which means swapping out doesn't, like, say, give you the ability to do all that stuff, which it will put, I think, it will, right? You summon one and then da-da-da-da. Happy they're changing that. Tri-Disaster. Losing Aether Pact, I actually liked that. Ruin 2 is becoming the level 30 ability. Actually, that's the next thing. It's just going to become a upgrade, not like this instant cast ability, which is fine by me too. Which means that, where is it? Ruin 4 is going to become just a bind to hotbar thing. It's fine. So we're getting a little bit off track, but like, the design of this is just sort of like all focused on pets and poisons and stuff. Oh, there's one thing. Arcanist. Yeah, I'll say that it was, for what it was designed, quote unquote, better in the fact that Ruin 2 is going to be your level 30 ability. That doesn't feel like a capstone to me. And I have to explain that probably too. So, every like cap is a capstone, literally. Like, oh look, in Kindle, that makes sense. This has 2 more abilities. No, but you get your job at this point. This like solidifies the poison stuff. The dots. But yeah, so this ties into dots. Dreadworm Trance is actually not that good anymore because apparently it used to also give you magic damage, but they took that away. Yeah, that's a pain. Death Flare, I think you still get that. I don't know, I have to look up stuff. Literally, you don't... just the fact that it skips... They apparently had Miasma too. Like, a lot... I'm getting so off topic. Anyways, level 70. Just cut to the chase. Level 70 is when it actually starts getting back to it's building up to something. Same thing with Ruin 2 in level 62, right? Where you start using at least your first Eggy Assaults to build up stacks for this so you can throw out this huge move, which now is actually just a big-ass AoE, which I really enjoy. Changing how these guys work, and apparently how I swear Phoenix is actually what changed it, right? Because Phoenix changes 2 of your abilities into this. Okay? So, like, everything from 70 onward is, like, the thing that I actually started to really just enjoy for Summoner, right? I know that a lot of people be like, it's, like, less complicated. I'm not gonna lie, I think a lot of people go a little bit too crazy into, like, things that are complicated, because I don't feel like Summoner is, like, complicated as so much as it is, like, needlessly busy, and I just wasted that. Right? Where all of your actions, they give each individual thing, but it is not actually, like, a conclusive whole. Like, all of these, I would never have thought to use these in the way I do, based on, like, this, right? Because, like, normally I'd be like, oh, well, there's no buff anymore, but some people say, yeah, you actually take advantage of the instacast part. And maybe you do. I don't know. But the only reason why, like, firing off a spell makes, like, the most sense, and pressing this button makes sense, because reasons, but otherwise, like, all of what it is just, like, I don't know how to actually play this better, and I forgot to use Aether Pact. It's just, look, I understand, but from what I can tell is that it's needlessly complex, right? It's needlessly complex. It has, like, all of these additional abilities that sort of don't mesh together, and they sort of have to kind of mishmash together. So it's also, it's irreducible, which means you can't actually, reduce it down to, like, be far more, like, make more sense. But now it's also, like, needlessly complex, where it doesn't really... It's like... It's not even complex for complexity's sake. It's just a pain in the ass. Okay? Like, that's the whole thing. 50 doesn't build to anything. 60 gives you Dreadworm Trance, but Dreadworm Trance doesn't really give you anything more. So it's like... Basically... Wait a second. I want you to stop again. Basically... No. So basically, the fact that they give a Dreadworm Trance at, like, level, whatever, early on, and forms the basis of your abilities, the fact that you use these, except they summon is so much better, and Then at one point you get Bahamut, summon Bahamut and Dragon Trance merge, and all that stuff. It's better. I didn't know what I really want to say with this video. I just had thoughts, and it's like, that's so distracting. I guess I kind of wanted to showcase stuff before everything went away, and this is like how everything is. Just saying, yeah, it's fine. It's fine. That's kind of about it. I'm really happy that these buttons will be used. I will miss the dot part, even though I didn't find it as complicated, but apparently it was said in an interview that, yeah, the reason why they're gone is not because it doesn't fit Summoner, it's because it doesn't, there's just nothing you can really add to it, or maybe just bloat. I can't remember. Yeah. So, yeah.